Let's bring in Bob Massi. He's a personal injury litigation attorney and host of Bob Massi, the Property Man. Listen, you're laughing. I know why, because it is just an understatement, probably, right?
Well, probably I suspect the doctor's medical practice will now become a hobby as opposed to a job after they pay him on this deal. Trust me. I mean, look, I've done personal injury in the real estate stuff for 35 years, and this is handed them on a plate. Now, the investigation goes this way. These lawyers are telling United and all interested parties, save the video surveillance. Why? Because if they don't, there's a theory in the law, Liz, that says, and most states have this, that if it disappears, that's what we call spoilage. And that means that it presumes that whatever it showed was, of course, against United. Sure. So in this particular case, these lawyers are ready to roll. And, of course, the injuries are there. It's just a question of how much are they going to take this case and settle it for or litigate it. Well,
I would guess they probably will settle. This has been just awful for the company, let alone to Dr. Dow, where suddenly a leakage of incorrect information, some attempted smears of him. He's a 69-year-old grandfather who was visiting his grandchildren in Chicago, had a ticket, had the seat, had paid. What did you learn during the news conference, though, Bob, that indicated to you that he really might have quite a massive case?
Look, this case is not only a case for negligence. This was a common carrier. So airplanes, trains, buses, their standard is even greater as to how they're supposed to act, because they're in the business of transporting people. And as a result of that, their responsibility is even greater. Okay. In this situation, not only are they going to have the kinds of actions for emotional distress and negligence, intentional infliction of emotional distress, they're also going to have an action for punitive damages. And by definition, what that means is the actions of the defendants, how many defendants there are in this case, we don't know yet. There could be several. Is basically a disregard, a reckless disregard for the right of the injured party. Bob, and that's exactly what the picture's worth 1,000 words. There it is.
10 million? What number would you look at if you had this case?
Well, I would still be working with you guys, but I would sort of probably be a little more comfortable at times. I get a lot of money, 7-figure. Look, here's the thing. It's not just the fact he has a closed head injury. He has other injuries that he's going to be treated for a while. I mean, smashed teeth, but let me tell you, the concussion, the closed head injuries are worth a lot of money. Okay. But it's the punitive action. That's where they're going to get. That's where they're going to get him. And the question is going to become real quick. Who are the real parties here? There's United, I understand, there's Republic staff. You have the airport security, maybe the Chicago police. You have all these everybody's going to write a check, 7 figures for sure.
Before we go, Bob, season 3 of a show that you are the star of. I'm obsessed with this show because I renovated a real clunker of a house. It's now fabulous because I got ideas from you. Quickly, make a comment. It airs tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, right?
Yeah. Third season tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern Time on the Business Network. We did Scottsdale, Tucson, and Arizona. I think it's the best season of all because you hope as you get better, as it goes, you get better. We have stories about gold mines, Wrigley's Mansion. I'm very excited, and I thank everybody, and, of course, Fox for allowing me to have this opportunity, and thank you for having me on.
Bob, I'll wait to watch it. Thank you so much. Bob Massi.